Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing fantastic. And today I got a first aid kit that was picked up from Sportsman's Warehouse, and this is a marine kit. So for all you boaters and fishermen out there, this one is going to be for you. And before we get into it, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Make sure you ring the notification bell so you do get notified when I upload new content. And yes, let's do it. Alright, so we got a first aid kit from Adventure Medical Kits, and on the channel I have actually unboxed, or opened at least, first aid kits from this particular company before. And if you go to their website, and I will have a link to it in the description box of this video, man, they have a lot of different, very, very specific first aid kits for you to choose from. And this one, like I said, this one happens to be for a boater or a fisherman, and this actually is going to be used by a fisherman. And I'm probably going to get his opinion on it here when we get into everything to see if this is something that actually serves the needs of what you will need when you're out on your boat or just on the water in general. So let's see what all we got here. And I will say that this particular kit says it has 252 pieces. And it does say that this particular container that it's in, which is very highly visible, which will be good. Hopefully you don't ever go overboard or your boat get capsized, but if you do, this thing is bright yellow, so it is highly visible. It says it's waterproof and dust proof, and it says it's shock proof for whatever, whatever stock you want to put in that. And let's go ahead and get into this bad boy and see what all they give you for when you have Murphy's Law attack you on your boat. And this is how everything is arranged in the pack that it came in. And it looks actually really, really good. It has, I believe this is going to be a list of contents, and then everything is very nicely organized in the container. And the container does have a very, very thick gasket, and it does have a seat around here that it does, give it the protection, so it is waterproof. And this thing does have a little bit of weight to it, so the problem with that would be, I don't know if this thing floats. So if you did go overboard, if this thing would have enough buoyancy to actually keep it afloat, which maybe there'll be something in here that will tell us that. But let's go ahead and see what all we got. And the first thing is a 4-inch by 36-inch splint. Wow, man, this is top notch here. So we have a splint that obviously can go around your neck, go around your elbow, go around your leg. So, yeah, if you're, have such need for it, they give you that. All right, so let's see what else we got. Okay, this is going to be, what, this is going to be an airway device, I'm assuming? Yes. So we got an airway device, which I'm not going to really open because I don't want to, I don't want to compromise the integrity of this particular bag. So we got that. But I will open this bag because there's all kinds of stuff in here. And it is nice that everything is individually bagged. So that's, that's really nice to keep everything compartmentalized. We do have a set of shears. So that's good. We have an emergency blanket, which is just your kind of typical aluminum fare. It's from, just says Genuine First Aid. It's a division of Tender Corporation, and this is a 84-inch by 52-inch, and it's just one of the space, one of the space blankets just to help you retain some of your natural body heat in an emergency situation. And we have a lot of these non-woven sponges. We got, what, 4 of these, 5 of these, 4 of these, and then we got a combine pad, and these are 5-inch by 9-inch, these are 4-inch by 4-inch, and I have seen this particular brand before in these Adventure Medical Kits. So this is, just a brand that they source all of their first aid components from. And we got, looks like we got 2 sets of gloves. Yes. So we got 2 pairs of nitrile gloves, which are awesome. And we do have a little blue tourniquet. So that's definitely going to come in handy to have a tourniquet. So what we'll do, we'll put all this stuff back in said pouch so that we can keep things kind of organized the way they came. so that we can put all this stuff back like we found it. And we'll move to the next bag, which, let's see. Oh, wow, this is a big book right here. Okay, this bag contains all of our drugs, all of the ibuprofen, acetaminophen, and these are going to be single serve packs of these particular drugs, but there is a lot of them in here. Man, there's a lot of them, which is good, which is good and bad. It's good that you have it. Bad if you ever needed to go to them, because 9 times out of 10, I'm pretty sure if you're in a boating accident like this and you need this kind of kit, you're probably going to need these drugs for an extended amount of time. And I lied to you. These are pairs. These are actually 2s. And we got standard ibuprofen, and man, there is a lot of these things. A lot of them. And these are in pairs, so you do have more than one. These are all ibuprofen. All of these. There's a lot of them. These are all ibuprofen. So we got ibuprofen, we got acetaminophen. So we got, more ibuprofen. Okay, acetaminophen. Let's see, let's just go through here real quick. We got some allergy stuff. More acetaminophen. We got antacids. We got regular aspirin. Medic medicine. What is this? Okay, this is anti-diarrheal or anti-vomiting, I should say. Yeah, this is okay, wait a minute. Okay, so this is some motion sickness stuff. So we do have some stuff in here for motion sickness. All right, so yeah, just all kinds of stuff. And then we actually have some skin irritation cream. We have 2 little packages of this stuff. And all it is hydrocortisone cream. So you got 2 of these guys. And we got some first aid purified water, 98.3%. This is eye wash. So we do have a 1 fluid ounce bottle of eye wash, which could come in handy, especially, you know, in a boat situation. If you get stuff in your eyes, that would be very, very handy to have. And of course, being on a boat, I would assume that you would have something to treat burns, and they do. They give you some afterburn cream here with lidocaine, and it is a gel, so you do have a pack or a tube of that. And let's see, how much is this? How much? 2 fluid ounces. So you do have some of that, and you got some Afterbite. I guess this is for, like, what is this going to be for? Is this going to be for just biting insects, I would assume? Obviously, this little tube's not going to help you if you encounter jaws out there, but, you know, little biting insects or whatever. You got some of that. And you got 2 things here. What is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? For topical use only. Well, I know they didn't intend for you to drink it. I'm assuming that this is a antiseptic type compound. There's 2 of them, whatever they are. I'll have to go to the book to see what they are. But yeah, they're just, it's liquid that's in there. And you just, you know, unravel it, and it looks, I don't know what this is. Huh. Okay. Anyway, you got 2 of these. We'll have to go to the book. But they give you this really thick, like that's a lot of stuff. A marine medical guide. So you got a kind of a first aid kit specifically tailored for your marine experience. And what they cover, it says this is a revised book by 2 experts in emergency medicine. And it says that this covers everything you need to know to keep you safe on the water. So CPR, shock, fractures and sprains, head, eye, and dental injuries. Dental injuries. So I wonder if there's any dental stuff in here. Hazardous marine life. Okay, so this is going to be if you get stung by anything or bit. Submersion injuries. Submersion injuries. Okay, hypothermia, cuts, burns, heat illness, survival and health in a life raft. Okay, in a life raft. Marine communication, evacuations at sea, parasites and travel diseases, and much, much more. So apparently you're getting all that information and much, much more in this book. And like I said, a lot of pages, a lot of information. So this is something that's going to be very, very useful to have. hopefully this is a book that while you're out there having fun on your boat, you never have to go to, because I can imagine that's going to ruin your day really, really quick. But like I said, you do, man, they give you a ton of these medications. And now I'm kind of wondering, am I going to be able to get all this stuff back in this bag whence they came? We will do it one way or another. All these things will go back into this bag. Success. They're all back in there. All right. Okay, so the next bag that we got has some wraps and everything. And we're gonna go ahead and get in this bag too. So we got some bandage. We got some bandage wrap. We got some sterile bandages that are 3" by 5 yards. So this is stuff's gonna come in handy. And we have a smaller, like a finger splint. There you go. So it's kind of in the same fashion as our big splint up here, just very, very miniaturized. So there you go. Awesome. We got some triangular bandages. We got 2 of those, and these are 42 by 42. So these are some really heavy, some really, really serious use bandages. And then they give us this piece of elastic here, and then a big, big safety pin so that you can pin whatever you need to. Or actually, I'm sorry, I lied to you. They give you 3 big safety pins. So we got 3 of these big mammer jammers, these big safety pins. And then finally, we got a cold compress. And this is from Easy Care First Aid. And it's one of those things you just put it down, you beat the bejesus out of it to break all the stuff inside, and it gets cold. And there you go, you got a cold compress. All right. So far, let me know in the comment section, guys, what do you think so far of this kit? You know, they gave you a lot of stuff medicine-wise for things that would be applicable to somebody in a boating situation, or at least things that I would expect, you know, that you're going to run into on a boat. So I guess the biggest question here is, how has this so far differed from your standard run-of-the-mill first aid kit? Well, generally first aid kits don't have, you know, like sunburn cream in them. You're not going to really find that in regular run-of-the-mill kits. And let's see here, the final bag, and that is everything in our really well constructed storage box. And in here we got roller gauze, 3" by 4.1 yards. We got another roller gauze that's 2" by 4.1 yards. Yeah, so same. We got a big roll of medical tape. And I assume if you really go into the splints and everything, you're probably going to need a lot of tape. So it is very good to see that this is a large roll and not one of the really, really minute rolls of medical tape, which you would expect from something like this. And we have in a little capsule, we have a pair of tweezers. I guess if you want to be, you know, if you want to be all snooty, you can call them medical tweezers. I just call them tweezers because they all do the same thing. And we got some, again, we got some first aid ointment. You got six little packets of that. And let's see, what do we got here? We got some wound closure strips, and I have seen these things before, and these things are really, really good. You know, you basically, it's like fabric woven into it, and when you put them on, when you affix them across a wound, it actually physically holds it closed. So these things are really, really nice to have, especially if you don't have the skill to actually do any kind of suturing or anything. These things are a really good substitute for that. And you give you some butterfly bandages and some closure. You got some closure bandages there, which are nice too. And like I said, we got more butterfly bandages. Wow, got a lot of butterfly bandages. And we got, what is this? We got some antiseptic wipes. We got a ton of antiseptic wipes, which again, if you go into this kit, these are probably going to be things that you're going to need, especially if you're on salt water. You're definitely going to need that. And depending if you're in brackish water, you're probably going to, I would say, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse. So yeah, and we got some really big bandages. These are, does it say how big they are? Nope. But they're big square bandages. So yeah, those are nice. And we got an iPad, which is really good since they did have the thought to give you eye wash, it is at least nice that they did have you covered with an eye patch. So that's really good. That means that at least somebody thought out this kit. And we got 2 things of regular, kind of your regular size Band-Aids. And then some little smaller ones that are about the same. So you got 6 packs of regular and a little bit smaller Band-Aids. And then we got some more of the sterile non-woven sponges. These are 3" by 3". We got 3, 4, 5, wow, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Holy smokes. Okay, got more. They got 10 of these. And these things are really, really good. But they sure enough give you enough of them. And then they give you 3" by 4". They give you 4 of those, and then 4 by 4, they give you 6 of those. Okay, and then we got some of these very long Q-tip applicators. They give you 4 of those, and these are just really, really, Q-tips on steroids, just really long. So you got that. Okay, and then we have an applicator, and it does, you can take the tip of it off, and you can use it like that, or you can actually put this back on it and you can just chop it off to get, whatever velocities that you need for whatever, especially if you're using that eye wash. You can just stick this in eye wash and spray it in your eye to get, anything out of your eyes or whatever. Okay, so I will say this, just my off-the-cuff thought about this. They give you a ton of bandages. But what they did not give you, and I would have liked to have seen in this kit, and again, I'm not a doctor, this is just my own personal opinion, I would have liked to have seen a trauma bandage, a really big trauma bandage. And I know they give you all of the wraps and everything, but I'm going to tell you, I've had very limited training in first aid, and one thing I do know how to use is a big trauma compression bandage. So if someone comes up and they're being eaten by jaws, you get them out of the water, I know how to slap a big compression wound bandage on somebody. This kind of stuff, I'm gonna have to. It's gonna be messy. Like I can probably stop bleeding and pray that the Coast Guard's on the way, or someone that has way more experience than I do. But I would say the only thing I'm happy with this kit, and like I said, this kit was around the $200 mark, so it's pricey. If this was me and this was going on my boat, and this is just me, I would throw a big compression bandage in it because it does have the room. So it's not like you're wanting for space. There was enough room to actually supplement this, as you can with anything. You can always supplement with whatever you want, or with whatever your experience level affords you to be able to have. So, with that being said, Adventure Medical Kits, one of the things I do love about them on their website, you can go and you can actually look up, like this, I'm pretty sure, now I'm going to say this and it's probably going to end up not being true, but with other kits from this company, they have this, and it was on the tag, and this is literally everything that was included in it. And they give you what it's called, obviously, and because you can actually go to their website and you can buy things that if you use stuff out of the kit to replace the stuff. So you can keep the kit in tip-top shape, always ready to use. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. What do you think about this kit that was made specifically for a boat or a fisherman? Now I have a friend here with me who's standing behind the camera. Now he's smiling, trying to make me laugh. But he is a fisherman. He goes out on his boat all the time. And he's been sitting here watching me, so I'm going to ask him, what do you think? Do you think there's stuff in here that, in your own experience, that you would need in a boating accident, or stuff that you need in a boat?
I think the kit wound up being very thorough. It is missing a couple of items.
Okay.
Definitely, like you said, there was enough room in there to actually add a couple of things. Sunblock, because you do run out and you forget about it. It's, like you said, if you capsize and something happens, then you do need some sunblock, hopefully, even though you're going to be partially submerged in the water, but those are definitely something good to have. Like I said, I am a fisherman, and I actually am a search and rescue coordinator for the Coast Guard right now. I have seen and heard of enough boating accidents that I can say that I would probably use everything in there during a lifetime of being a boater or a fisherman. Being stung, being hooked, being cut, the wife being bit by all types of insects, and I'm in Louisiana, and there are plenty of insects. So extra bug bite, the other item that you had referenced, I think it would be great.
Okay, so hopefully the audio came through because he's behind the camera. But if you didn't, I was just gonna give a quick recap. Basically, I live in lower Alabama, he lives in Louisiana, so we do have a problem with biting insects. And like you said, if you do have a boating event, like most things for me, when you think of boating, I think of people, gigging themselves with a hook. So you're gonna have those little bobo ouchie type things. So you're gonna need a lot of the smaller bandages. So I do appreciate that there's a ton of smaller bandages in this kit because you're definitely gonna need those. And like I said, the sunblock, is something that, like my buddy just said here, that, you get out on your boat, having, something, especially with lidocaine in it, if you do have someone who comes out on the boat with you, he gets sunburnt because a lot of people, and I know this is going to sound really bad to say, but people that are not familiar with these types of outdoor activities, a lot of times they don't plan appropriately. People that go out in the woods, go hiking, I've seen guys that don't bring insect repellent, that don't bring sunscreen. They think, oh, if you wear, a adventuring hat, one that has a bill all the way around, they think you look retarded. But the problem is those keep the sun off your neck and off your shoulders where the sun will find you and it will burn the bejesus out of you. I know because I've had it done to me before. So this kit, I think, as we both agree, it's a good kit. And in a rescue situation, you would utilize pretty much everything in this kit and it would get you over the hump. But like I said, he's in agreement with me that, there is room in here. It's tight, okay, but there is room in here to add more stuff. And I would definitely put a trauma bandage. And, hey, you could even throw in some aloe, sunscreen or the little tubes of sunblock, like at Target. They have the travel section and you can get the little like travel size things of insect repellent, sunscreen, stuff like that. So anyway, that's it. That's all I got for this video. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this particular kit. Do you like it? Do you hate it? If you are a boater, would you buy something like this for your boat? Or do you have something like this for your boat? I would really like to know. And if you don't have an adventure medical kit, boating first aid kit, let me know what you do actually have. I will put a subscription button up here. I'll put a next video over there. And this is all I got for you guys. I really enjoyed opening this because this is something that I probably would have never on my own done a video on because I do not own a boat and I have Meniere's really bad and I get seasick like nobody's business. It's really bad. I get seasick in the bathtub. So with that, that's all I got, and I'll see you in the comment section and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.